AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Come on, man. You know who that is.
AllBall suckers. Oh, yeah. He. Yo.
Damn, I was really laughing in that thing. AllBall. Got the Knicks Rehab up. I don't know if we want to jump on that first. We're going to have to jump in that first. What am I talking about? I'm the producer. We're all the producers. But I got the controls. AllBall, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. A beautiful Sunday. The weather's starting to crack. I ain't got nothing to complain about besides having to get my old ass up for work tomorrow. Besides that, it's great to be a Knicks fan.
We going crazy. What up, y'all? Monkey Wrench in the building.
Listen, man. Listen, the Knicks took over the world in less than 24 hours. Us clinching the Eastern Conference final spot set the world on fire. I'm letting y'all know now. When we win the championship, get y'all lawyers, put them on retainer. Tell your wives, your girlfriends, your kids, you will be going to jail for a couple of days because we are going to burn the city down. I'm telling you right now. Look what we're doing for the Eastern Conference Finals. The finals, I witnessed it. Get a lawyer on retainer and tell the wife and children, your mama, whoever that loves you, that cares for you, hey, Mom, I'm going to be away for about 3-4 days. Tell your supervisor, your boss, because we are going to, listen, man, it is insane downtown. It's insane. And I'm scared for my life. I'm just being honest with you. I'm afraid. I seen it with my own eyes. I'm walking to the train going, what? And these are our people. Nick, I'm going, nah. So, listen, I love it. But please, be very careful. Be mindful. If you're on the opposing team, don't try to play tough guy. Wear a Pacers jersey or Celtics jersey. When we're in the finals, don't try to wear an OKC or Minnesota jersey. Do not play tough guy. We are throwing garbage at you. We pushing you in front of cars. It is out of control. And I can't do nothing about it. Sorry.
We were just talking offline about like people complaining about Trae Young's comments. Trae Young said the OKC fans, a lot of the New York Knicks fans, and I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, who cares? We make an enemy out of anybody. We make an enemy out of a ball player. So what makes you think you could rock a Halliburton jersey on 7th Avenue after we just beat the defending champions? What the hell were you thinking? And I'm not condoning that because I think that's where we got to draw the line as fans. Like we got to chill out. Because if you've been to Shea Stadium in its prime with a Yankees versus Mets, bananas. I don't know what you had a Brave jersey on, you were wilding. Phillies jersey on, you do not do that. I would never go to Philadelphia. Why are you walking down New York City with a Tyrese Halliburton jersey on or a Trae Young jersey on? You kind of asking for it. But AllBall. We say that, right? And it's funny. Certain people out of nowhere are rocking New York Knicks jerseys in 2025. You see the thumbnail. It's bandwagon energy out here. I ain't mad. I'm just noticing. Lenny Kravitz, where the hell did you come from? Why are you on a basketball court during the playoff game? Give those tickets away. Nobody wants anything to do with you. And then this guy right here, AllBall, Gilbert Arenas himself, the anti-Nova Knicks guy, him? What's he talking about with our team, man?
Moving very well for
New York. The city on fire. Them motherfuckers ain't slept since they won game one.
Long-time Knicks fan, Gilbert Arena.
No. I'm not. Listen, everybody asked me, they're like, them wasn't even Timbs. And I said, I'm level 1. You don't get the Tim boots. Level 1, you just get the Europe and the color, the hat. You don't get this thing, SMD. I don't get to use that yet. I don't even get the Black Air Forces right now. I haven't leveled up to that yet. I'm still on my trial run, free.
He's still on his trial, young. His trial run.
Who gave him a trial? Who gave him a trial run?
Whoa, we live.
Big Flea.
The biggest show. Excuse my tardiness, man. Sorry. Excuse my tardiness.
Just to let you know, I was talking about you behind your back. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I love the Masterpiece Silk, the Shaka look, the white Scully on them. Yeah, yeah. Make them say, oh,
yeah. Silk the Shaka, top 5 worst rappers of all time. Yeah.
No comment. Not comment on that. Philly, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Excuse my tardiness, man.
Before we start, how was your Sunday? How the family, everybody doing?
Yo, I'm gonna just tell you why I was late. You know, we always gotta have an excuse on why we late, right? I was in the park shooting with baby Flea just now. We was getting some shots up. Nice. We get a couple 17s. We ran, got some shots. I just wanted to see. Got to check the temperature, see if she really wanna do this or not. And that was some fun. So we spent the day at the park just shooting, doing a lot of different stuff. So I had fun with my daughter today. So that was cool.
Nice.
Happy Sunday for everybody.
Big shout out, baby Flea. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, real quick, yes or no? Do you think she is serious?
Right now, at the end of the workout, she was crying. So yes, she is serious. And that let me know everything I need to know. She was crying. She was frustrated. She wanted to, because when your legs are tired and you're trying to make shots, she don't understand that you got to, it's a mental thing now. It's not about your body. It's like now you got to, this is when you lock in, when you're tired. And so, when we walked off that court, she was wiping a lot of tears, but she can't wait to get back out there. And so that's nice. How I know. Nice. That's how I know she really is.
If your mom, how old is she?
She'll be 11 next month.
Oh yeah, she got time.
She got
enough time. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Hold on.
It's love. As a father.
Right. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant Tori B. Always a pleasure. Monkey Rich, what up? Big shout out Tori B in the building.
Monkey Rich, what up?
Nice.
People in
what
the
we got
building.
In the docket tonight?
You heard
the docket a little late tonight. What we got in the docket tonight?
You heard what Gilbert Arenas had to say. He's now got a Knicks jersey, got Tim's jersey. Yeah, a little before
Tim's was nasty.
He did defend him. He said that this is a level 1 level of fans. You only start off with
the trial run though. I'm trying to understand who
himself.
Who okayed that.
This is what bandwagon dudes do. They try to jump the fence, hop the fence, trying to look for the VIP, trying to see if they got to connect. Can't do it, Gilbert. We heard you last year. Oh, Nova Knicks this, Nova Knicks that. Nah, not feeling you at all whatsoever. No, that your business. First of all, yours played out too.
Nasty.
Get out of here. Paul. Everybody keep saying pause now. It's been 25 years. Everybody. Nah, y'all late. Mad late. Keep taking our slang. I seen the same shit happen to Kane. 3 cuts in your eyebrows, please.
Trying to wild out.
Shout out to Jada. Jay was slick, man. Yo, old boy. JC was a slick dude, man. 3 cuts in your eyebrows. Gilbert, you ain't slick. Old boy, what you think about this character?
I just think, when guys are wrong, they tend to make jokes to try to cover up. Right now, you can't make fun of the Knicks. Remember, guys are used to making fun of us. We are the butt of jokes. We are laughing stock. So just think about if you pull up all the content of all the networks, the analysts, the current players, future players, present, past players, everybody made fun of the Knicks. And now that we did something that nobody expected us to do, but us and other Knicks fans, people are stuck and don't have nothing to say. So what happens when you ain't got nothing to say? You tend to joke and try to be funny instead of just putting out real content. Yo, I was wrong about the Knicks. And whatever you want to say about it. With Gilbert, with him, I think a lot of these guys that play the game at a high level, it's messed up that we miss out on them giving us some real information at times. Gilbert is funny, love his platform, but bro, break down why the Knicks are where they at. Remember, you played at that level. You was on the court. Stop trying to be funny. Stop trying to, downplay what we did. Break down why we good and why we are at where we at and why we have an opportunity to win a championship. So for me, Gilbert is comical. Today, he had an OKC jersey on. So we know the role he's doing is trying to be funny. But at the end of the day, it ain't funny. When the rabbit got the gun, it ain't funny. Everybody was wrong about the Knicks. And if y'all notice, it's very quiet in them New York Knicks streets. Where's Shaq at? Where Chuck at? Where everybody at? Gilbert, how they do it over there is you try to be funny. Nah, nigga. Don't try to be funny. Deal with the smoke. Pull up on AllBall TV with Fabian and Flea. Talk to some Knicks fans. And let us hear you come up with whatever excuse, nigga, that you was wrong. You played at a high level. Look, because I just seen KD throw some smoke, which is big shout out KD, but he always throws smoke at people that didn't play the game. And it's like, yo, y'all guys played the game, but y'all still are wrong damn near half of the time y'all talk about the game. None of y'all had the Knicks going where they going. So for me, Gilbert, the entertainment part is funny. I enjoy his platform. But at the same time, me being a diehard Knicks fan, I just want somebody to keep it real. I just want one analyst, one player, one whoever to come on a platform and just keep it real. Yo, I was wrong. The Knicks is really a good team, and they really have a player that's playing at an MVP level in the playoffs. And with a player like that, you have an opportunity to win a championship. Everybody know when you have a superstar that's playing at an MVP level in the playoffs, you can win a title. So for me, I just want guys to be honest. And Gilbert Arenas, we all know when you're wrong, when you try to hide something, you try to be funny and turn it into a joke. But if y'all notice, ain't nobody laughing. We ain't laughing at y'all niggas. Y'all see me ready to burn the city down, nigga, over our Knicks. So at the end of the day, this shit is comical. It's funny, but I just want to hear somebody just keep it real about our Knicks and break down how Tim's been coaching, how the team has been playing, the difference that Mitchell Robinson makes, the level of Brunson and these guys playing. I want to hear one of these guys that played at that level flee, because all them niggas are super cocky.
OG, hold on.
Yes.
I think I can interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Because this nigga has shown up. I think I can interrupt you because this nigga has shown up. Show up to the party and answer the tough questions.
You know what?
Sugarman is here.
Hey, Sugarman, I can't see the chat, but Fabian, the great editor he is, and my brother Flea cut me off, which I always cut them off so they can cut me off anytime. I got to give a shout out to Sugarman. You are correct, Flea. He shows up, he shows out, and
No.
No. You ain't let me finish.
Calling his ass out for a week and a half.
Right. Hold on.
Where you been at?
No, but hold on.
You getting cooked. You more like caramel out here. What you talking about, Sugarman?
Rest in peace to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Sugarman. A moment of silence.
We are here. We were waiting for them. We were waiting for you guys.
Listen,
Flea, Flea, show up to the party.
Flea, look, hold on. All three of us at the same time for 3 seconds. When I say bow our heads, and for 3 seconds, we gonna raise them. Bow our heads. Big shout out, Sugarman. But all jokes aside, I give Flea the floor But yeah, man. I think Gilbert Arenas, my opinion, and Sugarman, I hope you relate this to them. You family.
Yeah,
I think Gilbert Arenas is scared to have an honest basketball conversation about the Knicks with real Knicks fans. Because what is he gonna say? When we say no jokes, no playing around, what are y'all gonna say? Brunson is now down to the last four. So for me, like I said,
another brother is here that I'm very, very disappointed with. He's a Celtic fan. He's here in the comments, and he's from New York. Shea Baby is here. Shea Baby, we got you. We got y'all. We got y'all.
Hey, listen, man, that brother there in the beginning, I gotta just 2 seconds. I'll give you the floor, Fleet. That brother invited us to his platform way in the beginning, invited us to his crib, man. Shea Baby is family for life. He's definitely a Boston Celtics fan, but he did tell me, and just to defend him, he said, "Oh boy, if y'all get to the finals, I jump back on the bandwagon." But he is a Boston Celtics fan, but he is real family. His platform is super dope. He's consistent. He works hard, but he showed love from literally the beginning. So, Shea Baby, family forever. But we got y'all bum ass Celtics up out of it. That is a fact.
Shay. We
that
got
is a fact.
Shout out Travis Lucas. Shout out to Travis Lucas for them $2.
Oh, big shout out Travis
Lucas.
Lucas.
Travis Lucas.
And definitely a shot. I got a second that old ball. Shea Baby again. Please, you know how I do. I'm always big on when you ain't got to do something and you do it. It's a lot of character, man. It's a lot of character.
Yes.
And Sugarman, you ain't had to show up today, but you did.
But he did.
I don't know what your punk ass was thinking on this Sunday, but I'll show you some grace. You are correct. Y'all had injuries. We don't this year, and that's why we're excited about this old ball. Flea, what you thinking about Gilbert Arenas hopping on the bandwagon, rocking the bum ass Timbs like Jason Tatum did? Like he ain't just seeing him get hurt, slipping on a banana peel out there on the court. No disrespect. Gilbert Arenas, you rocking them disgusting ass Timbs. What you talking about right now? The Brunson jersey, and I like the Brunson the Knicks jerseys. I don't know if they killed or whatever. People don't like them, but I like them. They tough.
Yeah, okay.
We think about the bandwagon getting bigger with Gilbert, the LA dudes jumping on.
I love it. I love it because it's funny. It's funny because we're gonna have the last laugh, right? We're gonna have the last laugh because that's what it looks like. Everybody, like OG said, he wants to cover it up as banter and humor, but at the end of the day, you know, you got to pay homage. You wearing a jersey right now that probably nobody else is going to wear when it's all said and done. Brunson is going to be the only guy that wears number 11 going forward as a New York Knick, the way this thing is shaking out. So, you know, I just think it's comical. People are trying to set themselves up to laugh at us if we do lose, right? If we get to the finals and lose. If we don't see, here's the thing. If we don't seal the deal now everybody is still gonna laugh. Like, this Knicks still didn't win a championship. But we doing this off of a team like we talked about, is brand new. Brand spanking new team, and we in the Eastern Conference Finals. Right? So I like it. Everybody jump on the bandwagon. Everybody, all the New Yorkers that don't believe in us, jump on the bandwagon. All the celebrities, we seeing Celebrity Row now. It looks goofy out there. A lot of faces out there that shouldn't be out there. Busta Rhymes. When did Busta become a Knick fan? Get the fuck out, Busta. You kidding me? A lot of guys out there that's looking a little funny in the light. I don't know.
I said Lenny Kravitz, with people in the comments saying, well, La Turia saying that Lenny Kravitz been at the games, and I'm like, I ain't never seen it. What was he doing? I never seen Lenny Kravitz on the camera on that Knicks court, man.
Look, I like it. It gives more fuel to us. People are cheering for us, and so it's putting it's motivating for me. I like it. Gilbert's a clown, but we'll see. Okay, the other nigga done showed up. About time he showed up. Answer the tough questions. No strays. Answer the tough questions.
Niggas
had to admit it as a father.
Yeah, hey, please, these niggas coming out from under a rock.
Under a rock. They finally showing up. It's a Sunday evening. They like,
Right.
They trying to run with God's time. There were no
he
strays.
said, as a father, I love it.
He got Jason Tatum on life support on his avatar. Y'all are wild, man.
Yo, big shout out to No Strays, man. Big shout out to No Strays.
1,000%. Sugarman, I ain't ignoring you. You right. You did say, think about this season. And you supposed to talk cash shit about your own team. I know Flea was big on, it's only one season. Let's check out next year because we need time with each other. Look at OKC, how they've been building. Minnesota's been building. Boston, it took years, right? I just think this comes with the territory. Like somebody mentioned Paul Pierce in the comments. You AP. Yeah, Paul Pierce, he knows he got to talk like this to be relevant. This is what happens when you're a super duper team. Like I was saying AllBall earlier, bro. We make villains out of everybody. Tyrese Halliburton. Who has a rivalry with Tyrese Halliburton? He got traded by Sacramento. They don't even have a rivalry with him. We do. Trae Young is a bum. It's funny. We make anything into comedy. Everybody keeps talking about LA is Hollywood. No, New York is the center of entertainment. We create everything. We made the whole hip hop is pop, everything, our style. Y'all take our swag, our words, our jargon, our style. Trae Young is taking our style. How you rolling dice like that? Where you get that from? You got it from us. You talking about? Why you rolling dice on the center court, bro? So I love everything about this. This man showed up with Tim's on. Like New York got his own thing. So I'm happy about it. It comes with the territory. But I do like what AllBall said. Bro, you wasn't talking like this last summer. You wasn't. We had a whole 2-hour segment on us talking about what you doing about the Nova Knicks. Nah, and you took that video down, chump. Yeah, that's why what's up? Come on the show. Holler at your man Sugarman. You know we popping. That's the problem. That we think we're popping before everybody. And nobody understands where it comes from. Because in New York, you got to go through the rigmarole. Your friends will hate on you.
Yep.
Your mama will hate on you. Your brother will hate on you. You'll hate on your brother. You'll hate on your family. That's what this thing is. When people hear us, they don't understand the pain. This shit is pain. And then when you make it, it's different. It's different. It just is. So for the Knicks and Brunson, to Sugarman's point, Indiana and the Knicks are the most healthiest teams, good teams in the East. And we made it to the conference finals. No excuses. And this is what excitement is. This is what I don't see y'all. I didn't see y'all with who was it in the conference? I didn't see y'all with Luka jersey last year, Minnesota Timberwolves jerseys last year. No, y'all gotta rock Knicks stuff. It's different over here, man. It's what we always say, Flea. This shit is contagious.
Hold on, please, infectious. Please, expand. Hey, Flea, I love what he just said. Hold on, expand on that because I never thought of that. Big shout out Sugarman too, family. Big shout out everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Please hit the like button. But Fabian, I want you to please expand on that. Last season, those teams that were in the finals, in the Eastern Conference Finals, nobody wasn't rocking their jerseys. That's a great point. Why do you think?
Because they're corny. No, Jason Tatum is corny. The Celtics, I'm sorry. No, Jalen Brunson and what's his guy? Josh Hart. Y'all got the roommates. I don't even watch that shit. I think that's kind of corny. Their personalities aren't whatever, but they got bravado on the court where it matters. That's why when Flea always hated him, I said, yo, Jason Tatum, man, bro, you 6'10". You play like a finesse, 150-pound point. Like Jalen Brunson goes to work. He got the whole celebration. His celebration is crazy. That's what I'm saying. The shit on the court, there's a lot of style with that substance. Plenty of style with that substance. Josh Hart is bananas. Got his eye popped out. Still on the court bleeding. Our shit is dramatic. Boston ain't dramatic. I don't want to watch y'all. Let's be real. Like, come on. Bro, and it was, that's why I said I wasn't going to compare it to last year, Flea, but we forget about that 76ers Knicks series. The best series by far last season. By far. Everybody was watching. It's just, we got it. And Tibbs makes it more dramatic, that bastard. But, man, we started to come around. He started to come around to us. We bought in, and so was everybody else. Everybody's starting to say Brunson's an MVP candidate, bar none. I'm arguing with Dime, all these guys on Twitter all day saying, why y'all keep saying we need to win a chip to prove Becky Hammond wrong? She's dead wrong. She's dead wrong. And again, it's the underdog thing too. Jason Tatum is a top 3 pick, bro. Jaylen Brown's a top 3 pick. Luka Doncic, top 3 pick, top 5 pick. Ant-Man, number 1 pick. You guys are supposed to win. The SGAs of the world, the Brunsons of the world, yo, these are underdogs. Joker is an underdog. Brunson brought that Villanova swag, the history, the credibility, that shit that he earned. He brought it to New York, bro. You know how this is. It's a blue hat town. It's a blue collar town. This is not a white collar town. We got Wall Street, but we got Main Street. We got the back blocks too. That's how this shit is, man. And that's how a lot of teams, when they embody, like that's what Philly loved about Iverson. Iverson was just authentic. Philly loved him because it was like, yo, he's one of us, bro. He's just real. And when somebody embodies the city, it's different. It's different.
Hey, listen, man. Flea, I ain't really got much to say. He just cooked that like crazy.
Yeah.
Just for me, 30 seconds. And what you just said is 100% correct. But what makes it even over the top, he's getting the job done on the court. He's giving the Knicks fans, he's giving us hope. Something that we didn't have probably since Melo days. Like, and then before that, how long ago? So for me to package all that up together, I don't see how anybody can't root for the Knicks. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Knicks fan, but you know how certain teams are players that you're not a fan of the team, but you root for them?
Right.
I don't see how you can see how Brunson is, what he has done for this team, how you can root against him. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, Fabian, you smoked that. You 100% correct. Wow, it is Flea. You can have it, but listen, man, this young man is nothing short of spectacular.
But Flea, this is also what you've been saying about why you defend Tibbs. The Brunson era does not happen without him. Like, that's why you're very adamant about, bro, we stunk for 20 years and Tibbs helped direct. He was like the police officer, the cop, the federale for them, right? So I don't know if I'm passing you the baton the right way, throwing the alley the right way, but that's why you hold it down for him, because now you got Gilbert Arenas jumping on board. And Tibbs kind of started this thing with Leon Rose and them.
I mean, patience, right? Like, we figured out how to be a patient ball club. Finally getting into the position where we could say, all right, we just going to wait this thing out. We're going to develop. We're going to squeeze the juice out of everything that we could get. Big shout out to Julius Randle. When he was here, we squeezed the juice out of that.
Facts.
Playoffs, multiple-time All-Star, some of the best years of his career with us, right, under Tibbs. So all I'm saying is that you bring Brunson in now, and this 3-year stretch has been magical. We just want to continue to keep building on this. But, man, right now, if you can't root for this Knicks team, like, then there's just something wrong with you. Like, you don't like basketball. You're not really a fan of basketball. Forget the team. You're really not invested and really, like, passionate about the game of basketball if you can hate on what we're doing right now, what it looks like, the drive, what Brunson is doing, how Tibbs is mixing and managing what he has right now with a short bench. We got a short bench. Call it what you want. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And he's figuring this thing out, man. Dragging us to the conference finals. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying. For who he is as a coach. AllBall all season long has kicked him in his back. No shame in it. He has killed him all year long. And here we are in the Final Four. That's got to say something about, you don't think he heard that? You don't think OG ain't the only one out there that's been killing Tibbs all year. And all he's done is just, let me keep my head down and keep coaching this team. How can you be mad at this? Then you open your phone up. Here's the other thing. And Fabian smoked it, right? Because he's talking about the swag, music, all of that they copy on us as New York City people, right? You can hate it, but I love what I'm seeing in the city right now. They bugging the fuck out, and I love it. I can't wait. I will be there the first weekend of June, y'all, because we're gonna be in the finals. That's the first weekend of June. We're going to be in the finals. Yo, How can you not want to be a part of that energy, Gilbert Arenas? Of course you want to throw a jersey on and start glazing and riding and all of that type. Of course you want to be down. Look at the energy. These niggas is wilding.
Hey, Fleet, real quick. Marbury, see, the guys go to the game, right? But then they get out of there, right? Ho. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant Darlene Bryant is in the building. We have the AllBall TV ladies in the building. Please, y'all know the drill. Say hi to the ladies and be respectful. Hey, Fleet,
what up, baby?
Did you see Kevin Garnett talk to Paul Pierce about what's going on in New York, and Paul Pierce was sounding a little shook? Right? No, hold on. Just stay with me real quick.
Walk those streets.
Steph, no. They can. They don't want to. Because they listen what I'm saying. Did you see Stephon Marbury in the middle of the crowd?
Yeah.
Gilbert, all these, they want to witness that, but they scared. And let me tell you why. All you got to do is be real with us. Remember, we don't mind you being real. Okay, you dissed us a month ago, but if you come on your platform and be honest, I ain't gonna lie, y'all are shit. I want to witness what's going on. Bro, we gonna show love. We gonna show love, but if y'all gonna continue like what Paul Pierce did, you just keep digging yourself in a deeper hole. Now you making excuses. So Flea, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you cook, but these guys want to witness that, but they don't know how to just come out and say it. Because you ain't, what's going on? You'll never see that happen in no other city.
There's no fan base like us, OG. Fabian, there's no fan base like us. The loyalty, they don't care.
Yo, remember last KD, don't you regret not coming to the Knicks?
Yes. How often, yo?
This is crazy.
They bugging the fuck, and I love it, man.
Yo,
Flea, because they dead serious. We are dead. It's not a joke. We dead serious.
KD was dead wrong. These people thought that going to the Nets was you had KD and Kyrie and could not get popping. They don't get it. They don't understand New York.
It's not cool. Remember what Son said. It's not cool to be with the Knicks. Are you dumb?
Now we're the coolest.
Are you dumb?
No, hold on, Fleet. No, because we're gonna get this correct. Now we are the coolest.
The coolest. You got niggas putting on our jerseys. You got niggas wanting to talk like us. Cat, you're from Jersey. You saw how hard you're trying to have that New York accent? You're from Jersey, nigga. Yo, you trying to talk like come on, man.
Did you see the love Mitchell Robinson got in his trunk? Do you see when Precious Ochoa came out to the crowd?
Outside, showing love to the fit.
Bro, that's not happening nowhere else. And I guarantee y'all, everybody wants to feel that and witness that, but they don't know how to just come out and say it. Bro, we the greatest city and the greatest fans in the world. I don't care what nobody say. I seen Marbury in that crowd, and I'm going, that's what it's about. Spike Lee, as bad luck as his ass is, nobody's a more diehard Knicks fan than him. He walked in that shit. And then he drove the car in, and he's screaming F Boston. And once again, these guys is looking at that. They want to witness that, but they can't. They can't experience it because, once again, instead of coming on your platform and being honest and being real, you want to joke and play around. So continue to dig yourself a hole. But if you want to experience the real, be real.
Rashad McCants, come fuck with the AllBall TV crew. Come fuck with us. You a fan?
Rashad McCants gonna have to answer some questions. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you like this, Rashad. I seen the interviews. Listen, I'm sick of this shit, man. Niggas gassing us up crazy. You talking to me? We gonna talk about UNC, bro. Do not come on here thinking you avoid none of that shit. I seen them interviewing too. The Raymond felt they want to smoke with you. I want to get to the real.
Theo Pinson want to put hands on him.
Yo,
they ready to up it. They ready to up it.
They might have to go holler at them before they holler at us. Rashad, don't come holler at us. And he's been talking about the Knicks since the summertime, so I respect that. But nah, man, go handle your beef. Go handle that smoke. Yeah, you right, AP. Kristaps Porzingis was mighty humble. Porzingis was like, yo, I'm really happy for those fans. That's what I'm really happy for. I had a great time over there. You know they're trying to trade your ass. I don't know what in the name of Magic Johnson is going on with you, Kristaps Porzingis. But this guy thinks he's slick. It's too late. Oh boy, the rumors is out on Twitter. I didn't make it up.
It's too late. Oh gee.
Actually, I did kind of make it up.
The
I made that up before anybody else, and they ran with it on Twitter. They going crazy on Twitter. But bro, we traded him. Oh boy, that's everybody 4 pick.
Everybody traded him, but just real quick, for Fabian, can I ask you?
Yes.
I heard he asked to be traded. Is that true?
From the Knicks, I think.
His brother
right,
he wanted out, right?
But he realized, remember, he's been to Dallas, been to DC. Not he's in Boston talking like that. Let's not. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's not.
But
go ahead.
He sees the writing on the wall. Like,
oh yeah,
all that talking about new ownership in Boston, and like, you know what I'm saying, new ownership in Boston.
Hey, Flea, look at no strays. Look.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's gone. They had a conversation.
Yo, you know why I love that, Flea? Because when we do that, people laugh at us when we be like, yo, get rid of everybody. Right. Now Boston is about to have a fire sale. Drew Holiday, Derek White. And Flea, you know what's going to be the excuse, right? We can't pay everybody. Nah, that ain't the excuse. Them niggas was bums in that case. You think it's time for Al Horford to retire?
You go home to your wife and kids, man. Go home.
On,
y'all know what I love it. The other night. That Dominican violence, that was crazy.
Dominican violence is classic. That shit is legendary. Legendary.
Go
fellas,
home, bro.
Listen, man. You mentioned it earlier, old boy.
Father.
What's going on?
As a father, go home to your kids, man.
As a father. As a father.
That as a father shit is gonna go down.
Super classic. You know what's funny about that, old boy? Your man was out here going like, nah, man, how's he gonna talk about LeBron as a father? But I said, Flea, I just stop him in his track, Flea. That shit is classic, bro. If I come to you as a father,
shit funny. I don't care.
Nah.
As a father, it's funny as hell.
The second he said it, I was in tears.
Yo, we gotta put that on the shirt. Yo, that is too funny. If niggas, and I know our community understands that joke. That shit will go down there. As a father, is funny as hell, man. Oh,
they got LeBron wanting to scrap.
Hold on. Before we transition, Fabian, if you could, since we on a roll and we got 200 people in the building and we got our people engaging and laughing, if you could real quick, can you find? Did y'all see what Stephen A. Smith said about what Brunson said to him on the floor?
Oh, no.
And what Cat said to him? Mm-hmm. Flea, you see
I didn't know if it was true or not. I didn't know if that was accurate. Like, well, I didn't know if that was...
It looked like it came from a legit... it looked like it came from Stephen A. Unless somebody was BSing, but...
Yeah, I didn't know if it was true, but I saw what he said.
But if you've seen the body language from Brunson Fabian after Game 6, did you see when Brunson and Stephen A. Smith gave each other a 5?
Right.
Did you see how happy Stephen A. Smith was? And did you see Brunson, how just nonchalant he was?
Yes.
Word is, he told Stephen A., don't say nothing to me. And Cat told him, you picked Boston, bro. Before this series, you picked the wrong team.
That's what the graphic said. Yeah, that's what the graphic said. So I don't know. I didn't know if it was true or not.
So we can discuss that another day. Let us do our homework to make sure it's legit. But I seen that today. Yeah.
Oh, it was in the post. Oh, if it was in the post, now.
Hold on. I know that ain't right.
What ain't right?
Nigga threw it. Yeah. Come on in here, nigga.
It's no. What the fuck is that?
Somebody threw a nice little super chat in here.
Oh. It's all yeah.
That is fake. That's fake.
Don't run. Don't run.
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Hold on. If that's really Gilbert, right? Big shout out to you. What's going on with Diddy? That 200, I don't know what you're looking for. Paying $199.99. But we don't swing that way over here, man. We decline that. Get that shit out of here.
Yo, We asked for him. He popped in.
Big shout out Gilbert Reeves. Hey, listen, if you want to jump on, we'll send you the link anytime, any day, my brother.
And don't come on here without that fucking Brunson jersey on. If you're gonna jump on here, jump in here with that Brunson jersey on you was rocking the other night, nigga.
Should I throw it in the chat? Because I don't know how to send this to you, Gil. It was StreamYard.
Nah, the year is hilarious.
That's wild fun.
Yo, nobody click the link unless you Gilbert Arenas, man. If it's No Chill Gil. In the building, No Chill Gil. See what's up. If you click the link and you ain't No Chill Gil, I'm kicking you out. I'm letting you know that right now. Because he put up 199. 99. What you talking about? Yo, oh boy, you talking about? I might flash a hairy nipple or two.
Sugarman was pissed off. He said, "Oh, word, yo, Gil, pop on, yeah, pop on, nigga."
He said, Gil said, as a father, you gonna take this 199
as a father, nigga.
But we did say this earlier, old boy. You said the Final Four, NBA. Playoffs, Final Four. Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. New York Knickerbockers versus the Indiana Pacers. And it's just convenient. 3 out of them 4 teams, they got Knicks players, former Knicks players from the Himalayas in the building. Got Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo out there in Minnesota. Yeah. I heart with OKC, and you see Cat, our people, they on. I don't know if Indiana got one of our bums or something like that over there because they got the good juju.
Obi Toppin.
The Knicks good luck out. Oh, that's right. Obi Toppin. Thank you, Flea. Come on, be on it.
I got you.
But you did say, oh boy, you were disgusted with the Oklahoma City Thunder's performance today. And I want to know why, because I missed the game. I was over here.
No. You got to roll with the Denver Nuggets performance.
Oh. Okay.
So today, Game 7, Denver versus OKC. I said, you know what? I'm going to watch the game with my brother. Go downtown. We get some food. We watching the game. Let me just say this. Embarrassment. The Denver Nuggets today that was embarrassing. I'm going to just put it out there. Michael Porter Jr., bum juice.
Kaka. Dude.
Bum juice. I'm going to say it for a third time. Bum juice. The Joker. Hold on. I got some words for the Joker, too. Today, you just talked yourself out of MVP, which I don't think you would have got it anyway. And for me, what happened today, Joker name as far as GOAT center, top 5 center, we can never have that conversation again. You allowed Alex Caruso. Hold on, you laughing at me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Yes. The Joker today.
Overreaction.
You allow Alex Caruso to shut you down. There's no way in the world that would have happened to Shaq, Hakeem. We go way back to Will, whoever. They wouldn't have did that to Rick Smits, Lonzo Mourning. The fact that the way the game is played today with these bigs, you allow Alex Caruso to actually guard you and change the dynamic of the game. For me, I know my brothers always laugh at me. I love it. Because you know what's going to happen? As time goes on, Flea, what I always say, that 99.9% that I'm wrong, eventually that 0.0000, whatever that number is, I happen to be right. I guarantee you, that performance by the Joker today, now I'm going to be honest, his team plays a part. No help. Jamal Murray, bum juice.
He wasn't good.
But listen,
he was not good.
Bum juice. You cannot play like that in the Game 7 to go to the conference finals. Bum juice. So for me, today that shit was embarrassing. but we have to stop the Joker talk. The guys in the past, David Robinsons, the Tim Duncans, the Shaqs, the Hakeem Olajuwons, there's nowhere in the world if Alex Caruso is on that other side that coach is putting that on there. Imagine Alex Caruso guarding Hakeem Olajuwon. He'd have fouled out in the first quarter. Are you kidding me? So for me, I love the Joker. I love his game. But I got to test my brother Flea because he's big on defense. And today, prove why the Joker, we got to slow down. We got to slow down. The Joker will go down as one of the greatest basketball players ever for the regular season. But what happened today, y'all can think I'm overreacting, but what happened today, he got exposed. And it's happening too much in the league. Even when I got Cat, when he's allowed to let Lou Dort or Williams guard him. No, these guys, this is why they're not going to go up as some of the greatest that ever played the game because of what goes on. Imagine Alex Caruso trying to guard Tim Duncan. It's not going to happen. They got blown up by 40. The Denver Nuggets got embarrassed today, and it was a shame to see the Joker go out like that. I think we about to have another fire sale. The Joker's not like that, but if I'm him, which I'm not, he need to get the fuck up out of Denver because they're never going to get no help. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Flea. I know you don't like that. But Flea, they're never going to get no help, bro. They're never going to get no help. And
I can't agree with that.
Yo, hold on, Flea. He keeps saying bum juice. It can bum juice. I just keep thinking about remember when Starbuck wise be like bum bitch. That's what I can. The Denver
bum
Nuggets,
juice.
They bummed it up.
Listen, after give me a Russell Westbrook bum juice.
Nah, that's kidding.
After that championship in 23.
Yes.
Going into last season, what did I say to y'all? I said that team did not upgrade their roster. They are gonna struggle trying to get back to the championship, get back to that level. And I'm not saying that a Bruce Brown or a KCP is irreplaceable, but you clearly didn't replace what they brought to that team. It was way more important than what you clearly thought it was. You obviously thought Christian Braun was better. You obviously thought Peyton Watson was better. Those guys aren't it. Russell Westbrook gives a lot of energy. That's it, though. After that, I don't know what to tell you with Russell Westbrook. He's going to hit a lot of shots. He's going to miss a lot of shots. You got to live and die with what he brings you. After that, they fired a coach. They fired a GM. There's a lot. They're lucky to get through a 7-game series with an Oklahoma City team, to be honest. Aaron Gordon is hurt. He's trying to play through an injury. Big shout out to him because he could have easily sat today. I want to give a shout out to him. He could have easily sat today. It's game 7. He's out there laying it all on the line. So big shout out to him. He was trying to be available for his team. I love that. But to put this all on Joker, I can't roll with that, OG. We talking about, world-class guys that play at an elite level on the defensive end. Caruso did not do that by himself. Caruso was very good, but Caruso did not defend Joker by himself today on just one-on-one matchups, and he's just stopping him from scoring the basketball. That is not what happened. The double was coming from the weak side every time he touched it. Every time he touched it, Caruso would body him up, and that double was coming from that angle all the time. So, they did a great job on diffusing him. Slow down. I'll let you rock. Hold on.
I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
They did a great job in defending him and slowing him down.
He can't keep a straight face. Go ahead. Look, Fabian, he can't keep a straight face. He's full of shit, Fabian. Fabian, Flea is full of shit.
They did a great job. No, because I'm not about to talk. You want to say now this guy is not one of the best bigs of all time because they lost in game 7 against maybe a potential champion. This is the best team in the league all season. He's been dragging Denver all season long. All year long. Nobody else has been very good on a consistent basis. Right. We trashed Michael Porter Jr. Jamal Murray has been up and down all year long. Aaron Gordon is great in what he does. After that, Talk to me about the team after that.
Just Fabian, just flee real quick. Who guarded Joker the whole game?
Caruso, Hartenstein had some looks on him. Holmgren got caught on him in a few different matchups. Like they threw a different couple looks at him today, but Caruso had the brunt of the assignment.
I'm just saying, I'm not going to say he's not great, but you know, when I had people argue me that he's already top 5 greatest centers of all time. I've had people argue that he's a top 10 player of all time. And does he have the skill set? Yes. But today, just my opinion, you cannot allow that to happen if you're one of the greats. We've seen the greats go through that. Now to get Flea, I've never seen this is, and I understand what you're saying, but no coach would have had the balls to put Alex Caruso on any of the great centers that we know about.
There were no Alex Carusos back then.
What?
I just don't feel like there was guards back then that could. There wasn't a guy like guys that could defend 1 through 4 back then. That wasn't a thing back then. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of guys nowadays that can guard 1 through 4. There wasn't a lot of guys that could do that back then. They weren't going to put a smaller guy on Patrick Ewing or Anthony. They put Anthony Mason on Hakeem Olajuwon. You see what happens to Anthony Mason, right? Very few in between. There's not a lot of guys that you can name, undersized guys that's going to defend bigs, the bigs back in the day. We talking about the physical bigs back in the day? No.
But I think that's the point. I think that's always been a knock on Joker. Look, FYFSports, you've been trying to get our attention. The link is in there, bro. You like to be, and your service better be good. We come in with that bum ass microphone you did last time. Show some damn respect, because you in your damn studio setup and it's all good. You jump on our shit, you in your car. No, show us some respect. You want to defend Joker? So you're gonna say Joker's just flat out better than Hakeem? Fat Lever defended Hakeem in spot minutes. They dominated him. Who cares? Joker's biggest knock has always been, I don't know if he can play in any era. I don't know that. He's dominating this era. Cool. We give him that 3-time MVP. Should have maybe been 4. But Alex Caruso guarding you is bananas. That's bananas. You're supposed to get that matchup and dominate that.
That's not an indictment on who he is as a player. Okay, Alex Caruso. No, it's not. He had a good game, and now we're about to say Joker ain't great because Caruso had a good night.
Defensively. I'm not arguing. All balls point as usual. Your man is going bananas off a cliff, talking about he ain't whatever anymore. Now, I never had Joker as a top 3 center of all time, but top 10 was always like, okay, we seeing that now. People who say he's top 10 player of all time is mad disrespectful, because the only guys who make top 10 that don't play defense is who? Maybe Shaq, maybe Magic. So I can understand that argument from a sense. But Shaq and Magic played in just a tougher era. Their positions were tougher. That's it. Y'all can keep arguing all this other shit all you want to. We've seen reasons why we believe certain players LeBron could dominate any era. Certain players could just do that. Joker, we've seen his type, the finesse type, bro. The Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis, and who was the other backup for the Lakers when they won the championship? And they beat
JaVale
McGee. And after that, nobody could fucking touch him.
No,
and after that, all he did was get better, and nobody could do nothing with him after that.
No,
for the last 5 years, nobody has figured out how to defend this guy. Alex Caruso has a good night, and now Joker ain't shit. No, we're not doing it.
I'm not going that far, because he's still an MVP of the league. He's still the best player in the game. Like that's the part to me that we can't confuse that. You ain't got to play defense to be the best player in the game. This clearly, but that's been the knock on him, man. You get physical enough, you got the right physical guys, but this is surprising to me. For Caruso to get in your head like this, and I think it is his teammates. I don't like how people saying all of a sudden that, Michael Porter Jr. is getting way too much money to be that. Jamal Murray is always inconsistent. This is the thing. I was going back and forth. Shout out to Andy Roth on Twitter. I'll be going back and forth with him. He was saying you put Hakeem on this Denver Nuggets team, and I don't know. They'll smoke OKC. It's like you can't say that. Jamal Murray's gonna help you do that. MPJ is gonna do that. If they're not showing up, what can you do about that?
Dream smoked niggas back to back with Kenny Smith as his point guard.
Bro, he had Kenny Smith, Sam Cassell, and Mad Max, bro. They like, come on, man. He had a carousel of point guards.
Good
Sam Cassell,
players. Good players. Good players. Good
Cassell,
players.
He had a good team.
How many all-stars between all three of them guys that you named?
Now this is what I'm saying with you, Flea. Now we move into gotta go to the award show.
I ain't talking about awards. I'm gauging how good these guys were. It's three guys you named them like they was fucking multiple time all-stars. They were good guards.
But they complimented Hakeem's game. That's how they got to back-to-back. How the fuck is Joker gonna win if everybody's trash? Russell Westbrook, Russell Westbrook hasn't been relevant in years, and he lifted that man up. So it ain't about that.
But hold on, y'all. You know, to me, that's a whole nother conversation. For one, is Joker great? Yes. All I'm saying is today, for me, I'm stopping the GOAT conversation, and I'm not saying the greatest ever, but I've had but Flea, hold on. You know we exaggerate everything, but I'm saying I've had conversations with people that when the Joker wins his MVPs and he has a 60-point triple-double, I've had real conversations with people that I know were serious that tells me Joker's the greatest center they've ever seen. He's this, he's that, he's this. And I'm going, okay, cool. But now when I see today, you allow Alex Caruso to defend you, whether Alex Caruso had a great game or not, for him to be allowed to defend you is disrespectful. And I know for a fact, if we go down a line of great centers that people say the Joker is better than a Kareem, a Hakeem, a Shaq, a Tim Duncan, a David Robinson, the list can go on and on and on. It's nowhere in the world Alex Caruso can guard them guys in any era. And for me, that's where the conversation about the Joker, for me today, stops. I've made posts about the Joker. I say, yo, man, his numbers is the greatest you will ever see in a regular season. But what I see today, I'm not arguing with nobody about the Joker no more when it comes to him being greater. You'll have guys, who would you rather have on your team, Shaq or Joker? 99.9% of the people all of a sudden is going to pick the Joker. But you heard what Shaq said, if he played against the Joker, Salvanian chicken. I'm so wherever he's from, excuse me, no disrespect to his country.
I mean, that may be true. That may be very true. But y'all know what y'all have watched over the last. Fuck what people saying. What you've watched over the last half a decade is this guy just be great. So, all right, multiple MVPs. He's a champion, right? So, I mean, that's a criteria for a lot of you old niggas. You need a championship, right? So he got it, right? So now, like, what? What else you want?
Hey, yo, I'm laughing at the comment, but you ain't have to say old niggas like that. I'm the oldest nigga up here, man.
No, so you know how I like to do that, OG. You know how I like to do that shit. Salvation, what's that? Where that at?
You said, where's that at? Hold on. I think we got a guy in the building. Yeah. Yo, your mic better be good, bro. Big pause. Don't be coming in with that bullshit. Lamar, what's going on, FYF?
What up, man?
Oh, you sound good today. I appreciate you show us some damn respect on our platform. I like that.
Hey, so hold on. See, I think what the only problem is, and salute to y'all too, man. I mean, I know y'all up right now because the Knicks, y'all riding high. So, I can't say much. I can't talk too much trash. But here's the problem. See, it's recency bias is what hurts us. It's because we get so far removed from the failures of Hakeem and the failures of Patrick Ewing that we forget the small moments like this. Because Hakeem and Ewing both had moments like this in their playoff struggles. There was a time, it's just so far back, and as the film is so limited, they was throwing double teams at Hakeem with Muggsy Bogues, and it was giving them problems in 1993. But I mean, it was times like we just forget though. And that's the problem. We just forget. So it was regular season games where they were sending Muggsy Bogues to double Hakeem and it was giving them fits.
Hold on, FYF, just real quick. Big shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, big shout out
Who
to
was
FYF.
the primary defender on Hakeem and Pat that you're talking about? Because remember, Muggsy is the double team coming. Caruso isn't the double team coming to Joker. He's the primary defender.
The problem is you comparing how they could defend in the era where there's a legal defense versus an era now where teams can send the whole house. They send in zone looks. They send in the whole house. Jokic doesn't have there's no coach in his right mind that's going to ever say, Caruso, go out there and guard Jokic. What coach in this today? Did not. Did you watch the game? Hold on.
They did it today.
I saw triple teams. I saw double teams. I saw zones.
That's a lie.
What you mean?
Double teams when he got into the paint.
It's called triangle 2 all night. If you look at what they was doing, it was triangle and 2 all night. I don't know what you was watching, but I don't know what coach in his right mind would say, Caruso, go defend Jokic by yourself. We gonna play passing lanes. I just need. Jokic would have scored 75 if that was the case.
Easily.
But see, y'all over-exaggerate. Y'all over-exaggerate the few times where he might have got a strip or a stop, and you forget about all the help, all the presence of others, the physicality. If we really think about it, they was allowing OKC to get away with a ton of physicality that they wasn't allowing on the other side. And so it's a whole bunch of factors that went into it. But the number one factor was just what Flea said. OKC just had a much better team, 1 through 8. When you look at Aaron Gordon, who was hampered, Jamal Murray game completely disappeared. When you look at all the factors, and then when you look at the bench guys, mostly rookies or second-year players, Peyton Watson and Julian Strawther, and then you got Christian Brown. What did you expect Jokic to do? Go out there and score 80 points? What was he supposed to do?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, what was he supposed to do? Because I never saw Ewing do this. I never saw Hakeem do all this with no help. Ewing definitely didn't do it. Ewing definitely didn't do it.
Stay there. You asked me what did I expect Joker to do, right?
Yeah.
I expected the Joker to have a typical Joker performance in a game 7, a 40-point triple-double.
Didn't we see him drop 40 points in a loss against this same team? And it wasn't enough?
No, you asked me what I expected today. I'm not talking about the past. You asked me what I expected today.
Okay, so when they just lost, that I think it was game 3. I can't remember which game it was. When he dropped 44 points and they lost, you was probably having the same sentiments. You weren't coming out saying, man, I'm glad he went out with 40. That was a great loss by Jokic. You was probably still coming with the same, oh, he's a choker. He could have did more. It don't matter what Jokic's stat line would have been. Win or look, if he would have won, that's the only way he gets your praise.
I totally disagree. I've made posts numerous saying how great the Joker is. All I'm saying is the conversations that I've had about the Joker in the past, where people literally tell me he's the greatest center they've ever seen and that they will pick him over numerous guys. And I'm saying, for me, the performance I seen today, where he allowed Caruso to defend him. Now, I agree, he was being double the triple team, but most of that was, like I said, that was coming a little later when he was driving to the basket. They were allowed to be physical. I agree with that. I was telling my brother, yo, OKC gets away with murder. But all I'm saying is what I seen from the Joker today was unacceptable, and there's no way in the world a Shaq, a Duncan, a David Robinson, or a Key. There's no way in the world Alex Caruso would even attempt to defend them. It wouldn't have happened.
It wasn't one-on-one defense. I mean, if it was one-on-one defense, I give it to you. I just didn't see that. And I just don't know any coach with a brain that would deploy Caruso by himself to go defend Jokic. And that's not what I saw. But I think people can tell that tale because a lot of people don't go back and really watch the film. And it's going to be a tall tale you can tell to people to push your case. But there is no way, especially with Ewing. Nikola Jokic is a far better basketball player than Patrick Ewing was any day of the week, and I don't care how you slice it. Patrick Ewing had far more choke jobs. He had far more moments of letdowns. There's nothing when you talk about failures, Ewing had a multitude of failures on both ends of the court, right, that you could really tear down. I mean, I give you Hakeem, but Hakeem, with all the first-round exits and all the disappointments and all the choke jobs and allowing guys like Muggsy Bogues to give him problems in the first round, and everybody's allowed to lose. Can Jokic lose? Just like Hakeem could lose? Just like Ewing could lose?
1,000,000%, Lamar. But for me, this is when you kind of like, you think you're being slick, and I already got to deal with AllBall being slick all the time. So you can't do this to me, right? Can't in 1 minute say Patrick Ewing. You gotta believe we know Patrick Ewing's shortcomings. We know it, but those shortcomings came along with people, the giants, the people that there's no way you can even compare the depth to the center when you could play center back then. You can't even really play center today. And when anything that looked like a center was up against Joker, the Lakers got 3 of them. And what happened to them? They marginalized them. So that's what was going on a nightly basis with Patrick Ewing. We talking about what's
no, it wasn't.
Dog. They had Rick Smits, Mark Eaton. These guys weren't even. Hold on.
Okay.
So now, hold on. Wait.
Okay, watch this.
Hold on. Wait. Before you even reply, because Flea's over here being disgusted. When was the best era of centers of all time?
Let me ask you this: why did Ewing struggle so much against Luke Longley?
Against Luke Longley?
Struggle against. Why would what? Don't tell that lie.
Ewing did struggle against Luke Longley.
What is struggle?
Struggle is low efficiency. That means he had some of his worst efficiency playoffs against Luke Longley. Why did he struggle against Bill Cartwright? A guy that looked like he had bad knees and bad elbows.
Hold on. Real quick, Lamar. Hold on.
What's so funny?
These are not superstars. These are not superstars.
Hold on. This is my problem with all this.
That's not what happened.
Why did he struggle against Bill Wennington?
But here's my problem with all this. Right?
These ain't superstars.
Yo, Flea. This is my problem with all this. What the hell you think Joker would have done back then? Y'all be killing me with this. I love Joker. I give him all the props in the world. But you're talking about
in an era with illegal defense, Jokic probably be the GOAT.
Illegal defense? Yo, bro, they would demoralize him, bro.
Who?
This is not the Joker. He wouldn't be.
How? Who would stop him?
Because his game isn't designed for that era. This is the part where y'all love to flip-flop this thing. It's illegal defense. Of course, because the game was about. No, it ain't just one-on-one.
That's what illegal defense is.
Right, but it's designed for a center to dominate the game in that way. Not Joker's way, where it's all finesse. That's not just one-on-one, bro. You can't
said
just
Jokic's finesse?
What is Joker?
What is finesse about Jokic's game?
Everything.
What
are you talking about? He's a finesse big man. What are we talking about right now?
If Flea, this is why I made my point. You see, so now I'm not crazy. Like I told you, it's guys that really think the Joker is one of the GOATs.
Hold on.
Carl Anthony Towns is finesse.
1,000,000%.
That's finesse.
No.
Jokic is not finesse.
Carl Anthony Towns is finesse.
It's finesse.
You're right, but Joker's also more skilled than Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh, no.
He's not as more talented. He's more skilled and he uses it. And that just because you finesse don't mean you're not nice.
But just because you skilled don't mean you finesse.
Nobody said that. But my
just because Jokic is skilled don't mean he finesse.
Correct.
He's a bruiser.
Hold on. So if we're saying that if you're saying Joker is not finesse, you're gonna label him a physical big.
Okay, so does that mean Ewing is finesse with all the fadeaways?
No. Hold on.
Does that mean Hakeem is finesse? Was it Hakeem is finesse with all the up and unders and no avoiding contact?
We can't answer questions with questions. We got to stop doing that shit. I asked you a question. If we're not going to label him a finesse big, are we labeling this guy a physical big? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, Jokic is a physical big. Yes. Everything that he does, when you look at how he backs guys down, I've watched him back guys down from the three-point line, right? Use the physicality to carve out space, draw doubles, kick it at shooters, or score himself. His game is predicated on contact and playing off that contact. When you look at guys like Ewing was a fadeaway master. He took the jump shots. He faded away. He avoided the contact. When you look at Hakeem, the up and unders, the dream shake, it was beautiful to watch, but it was finesse. Some of the best bigs, even David Robinson, guys like that with the up and unders, they were finesse. So again, don't confuse high skill with finesse. But Jokic is skill mixed with a slow, methodical, bruise you up type of game.
This brother just said 3 of the best bigs of all time were finesse bigs.
Hold on.
Okay,
listen. Wait. I'll accept that. I'll accept.
How was the dream shake physical?
Exactly. Listen.
That is not the only move he had. Is what I'm
saying. What else did he have?
This is crazy to me.
Give me a physical move that he has. Give me a physical move that Hakeem has. That's not finesse.
When you put your right shoulder in a guy and go over your left, right? Go left shoulder, right? However you do it, you got to create space to do that. That's being physical. Getting in the lane to get that shot is not finesse.
And how is Jokic not physical?
Hold on, you asked me a question. Putting somebody in the rim is not finesse. Getting the ball back to your basket and just having footwork. Footwork don't mean you finesse. Footwork just means I'm skilled and I'm better than you. I mean, I don't. What are we talking about right now?
So hold on. He just said putting your shoulder in his chest and scoring is physical. How does Jokic score in the post?
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not of the mindset that Joker is a finesse big. I just wanted to see what you labeled him. If it's not physical, what are we labeling Joker?
No, I know, I know that Hakeem and Ewing are physical bigs. What I'm saying is, if you are going to use, if you're gonna say that Jokic is a finesse big, and we clearly see that he's physical, then that means all of the bigs in the '90s got to be finesse as well.
This is when you keep telling on yourself, because who are they doing these moves on? Who is guarding them? When Joker does that, all that physical shit you talking about, backing somebody down, that shit ain't against no Dwight Howard and Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid be killing Joker, if we being real, physical big.
But you're still
and hold on. Joel Embiid is one of these 90s players. That's what he looks like in the post.
You're still conflating. Here's the difference. Ewing had to do it against other bigs. Jokic has to do it against consistent double, triple teams and a whole bunch of pesky guards running around. It's still difficult. It's still difficult.
1,000,000%.
It's just difficult in a different way. Don't get mad at Jokic because it's not his fault. He can't go create another center to make y'all happy to play against another 7-foot center. He can only go out and do what he does versus whoever the other team brings out. And we have to judge it based on how successful he is. Because there's a lot of centers that struggle to do what Jokic does. It's a lot of centers in this league who can't make that over-the-shoulder pass through the guards and turn the ball over a lot. It's a lot of centers who struggle.
Nobody could do what Joker does. What are we talking about right now? He's
on
the planet all by himself. Again, I'm giving him his props, but that's not the issue with AllBall, and which I agree with. It's the fact that we put him at, once we start saying GOAT, whoa, hold on a second. Now, this is where, hold on, Steve Lamont. This is what you'll be doing. You flowing here in your little spaceship. Better microphone today. I appreciate that. But that's what you're defending. You defended whether this guy's the GOAT or not. Top 10 all time. And we telling you, bro, in order to be in that list, the Shaqs and Magics of the world, yeah, they flamed out. Listen, Shaq got the most sweeps of all time out of the top 10 players. I'm with you. But you ain't just showing up. Alex Caruso ain't just showing up. You ain't doing no double. That's what Shaq saw was double triples all day long. That's what he ended up mastering under Phil Jackson and all that. Improved his footwork and all that. That's what he had to deal with, was that kind of physicality from a different level of big. Like Joker he can't.
But I never said Jokic was better than Shaq. Shaq's the most dominant, probably arguably the best center in NBA history. The two players that y'all brought up were Ewing and Hakeem. Now Hakeem has a strong case, but when it comes down to where you rank in NBA history, it comes down to accolades, what you did versus your era, your own individual dominance. You cannot take these things away from Nikola Jokic. If you want to come up with a top 10 list as this is the most talented of all time, or you can have a list of a real top 10 list includes your career, your accolades, your teammates, what you did, titles, championships. But if we did a top 10 list of the most talented players of all time, then you're going to have a list with Tracy McGrady in the top 10, all types of players in the top 10 because of skills. Grant Hill might be in the top 20, because it's just talent. But when you're judging players, I got to judge your MVPs, your averaging a triple-double for a whole season. I got to incorporate all this stuff. These are the things that make him great. It's his production, his accomplishments, his accolades. Some of these guys don't got this.
Now what you just said, totally agree. Have no problem with that. But I like this guy because he's slick, and I know slickness because I'm slick, right? For one, I would never say Patrick Ewing is better than Joker. No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, Alex Caruso would never ever guard Patrick Ewing, ever. And what I seen today, y'all could make it how y'all want to make it. One thing with me, I like things simple and plain. You said it yourself. In that era, you said Joker would be the GOAT. And that's the problem I have. How was he going to be the GOAT? You said the players that Patrick Ewing struggled with. Okay, cool. If he did struggle with it, I have no problem with that. You know why? Those guys were 7-footers. Those guys were strong and mentally strong, and they just held their hat on defense. I'm saying if Joker had to see that night in and night out, because you don't see that night in and night out today. And I'm not.
He didn't see it night in and night out in the 90s. Okay, look, we can go through. We can go through random years. Who was the great center on the Milwaukee Bucks?
No.
In the 90s. Who was the great center on the Clippers?
No. Hold on. Forget random years. Right.
It was only a handful of great centers.
Hold on. Right now today, give me 5 bigs that hang they had on defense.
Who's that? Stanley Roberts on the Clippers?
No, Fabian. Fabian, we missed. Hey, hold on, FYI.
Because
hold on, FYI.
Because it's not one-on-one basketball. Today's game is predicated on team defense. In the 90s, it was more individual because of illegal defense. It's two different types of games that we're looking at. And you punish Jokic because he didn't play at the same style as a 90s player.
I like things simple and plain, my brother. I just ask a simple question. Name 5 bigs today that hang their hat on defense.
Bam, Rudy, Embiid. We can go with Hardenstein was solid. We can go with Zubac was really good this year.
Zubac.
We can go there. I just go with there. And there's more, but let's just go with there. That's 5.
Okay.
Those are not defensive bigs?
Okay. Ben was a center?
Yes.
That's crazy.
By default, right?
He's all defensive. Hold on, Rudy Gobert, all defensive. Rudy Gobert's 4-time defensive player of the year.
1,000,000%. But Bam being the center, like we can't just bring up Stanley Roberts on the Clippers and think that's no. They got to deal with that. You still got to deal with 6 fouls from that dude, bro. That's a different. No, these guys are hacking you. Also, that's a different level of physicality. See, again,
that's not true.
Yes, because you have an agenda with this new era and thinking that the skills, hezzy is everything. All of a sudden, it's like, bro,
no, I don't.
Back in the day. That's all I hear is about skills and hezzy, and this era, this evolution, everything got better. The Martians came out of nowhere and made basketball improve to another different level we've never seen before in the history of life. This is all I hear about.
There was plenty of good bigs back in the day. And just being exceptional. Yeah, there was an exceptional class, but every NBA team had to have a center on their team to deal with whatever was coming in there because you had guys in there that were just super talented. Yes, they did.
Because the best team in the 90s did it without a good center. They went small ball. Their most lethal lineup was a small ball lineup. That was the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls was the most lethal team in the 90s, and their best lineup ever was a small ball lineup. They created small ball and dominated every big in the 90s with it.
1,000,000%, but that would be the anomaly, correct?
That ain't no anomaly. It worked because you know who also made it work? The Golden State Warriors when they first got Webber, and Webber left the Warriors because he didn't want to go with this small ball notion that Don Nelson was pushing, but they had a dominant team. Webber wanted out because it was working.
Lamont, we can't take a word and try to replace the definition.
They got smoked in the first round.
Hold on, Fleet. By Charles Barkley and them.
Yeah, they got smoked.
That was Chris Webber rookie year. They only had 1 year together.
Correct. And you brought that up as an example as why small ball was dominant or is this piece of whatever in the 90s.
Because nobody was willing to try it. And the teams that tried it had success.
Yes, because the league was changing, the athletes were coming into the building, but it was still centers in the league, bro. So we can't just point to the Bulls, who are the anomaly. They're the only consistent top tier team in the 90s because they had
it worked. No. We ain't letting them get away with that. It worked because they had Michael Jordan. Stop it, man. Listen.
Okay. How come it didn't work for the Knicks?
Hold on.
How come it didn't work for the Knicks? They built success. They built around the center.
You know what? Work. We bring up everybody else's mishaps. The Joker was knocked out in the first round before. The Joker last year lost four games straight, right, to Minnesota. He got some mishaps too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We have to be fair.
But he still got a chip.
Okay. I agree.
Ewing, we watched Ewing smoke layups that won.
Yes.
We watched Ewing. We watched Ewing 5 years in a row choke. 92, he choked. 93, he choked. 94, he choked. 95, he choked with the missed layup. We watched him year after year choke.
I guarantee you, Alex Caruso can't guard him.
Hold on. I guarantee you, Nikola Jokic would have never got stifled by Muggsy Bogues double team, just like we saw it stifle Hakeem in 93.
I guarantee you, Alex Caruso cannot guard Patrick Ewing. I guarantee.
Hold on. I guarantee. Hold on. We watched Vashawn
Bogues-
Leonard do it to Ewing. We watched Vashawn Leonard do it to
Muggsy
Ewing.
Bogues played for the Charlotte Hornets and had one good night. The only night he had
One good night.
They played against each other twice a year. And
No,
he had
we're talking
one
about the
good night he
playoffs.
had-
We're talking about when they were in the West. We were talking about when they were in the West. They met the Rockets in the playoffs. And they kept sending Muggsy Bogues to double team Hakeem Olajuwon, first round, 1993. Go look it up. Go watch the film.
Muggsy
Go look at
Bogues
what
was in
Vashawn
the-
Leonard-
as it was a Charlotte Hornet, and he was playing against Hakeem Olajuwon in the playoffs. That's what we're saying right now. I'm gonna go look it up because I'm one of them
Hey,
niggas. You ain't.
And
You
go
can mess with Fabian and
go look
OG.
up what
I'm one
Vashawn
of them
Leonard.
niggas.
Go
Yes,
look at
please,
go
one
look
of
at
them
what
niggas.
Vashawn Leonard was able to do. Go look at what Vashawn
Leonard
Leonard
ain't
was able
shit.
to do to
Vashawn
Patrick
Leonard
Ewing.
did nothing to
Go look at
stifle
what
Patrick.
Vashawn. Go look at
Ewing
what.
used to kill Zoe every
No,
time they see
no,
each other.
no,
He
no.
used to kill
Yo,
him.
hold on. You talking about Hakeem Olajuwon or Patrick Ewing? Muggsy Bogues guarding them.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. The regular season. Well, hold on. I'm talking about the regular season with Muggsy
okay.
Bogues and Hakeem. When I'm talking about the playoffs,
We-
I'm talking about. Patrick Ewing got stifled by Vashawn Leonard double team and got smoked in the first round.
But you keep listen. That ain't even the point. Your tap dance game is crazy.
Yeah, I told
He
you. I
wanted to kill
like this
Patrick
guy.
Ewing, that's all.
Y'all just don't think I know history. Y'all just count on people to not remember. I remember.
Listen,
I watched.
We know who stepped in the name of love. Lamar steps in the name of hate. And your dancing slippers, wicked, my brother. I respect it. You came on AllBall TV and with an immaculate sound system. What do you think about the? Hold on, wait a goddamn second, Lamar.
What's up?
You know what I remember right now.
What's up?
What? Didn't somebody make a bet
What we bet?
about them damn bum ass Lakers?
What we bet?
I don't even remember, but you said something about
no.
them being in the first round. And
No. We bet the OKC Lakers matchup, but they never met up, so there was no bet.
So there was no bet.
There's no bet.
Tap dancer.
Oh, please.
He's a true
The
tap
Lakers in the
dancer.
conference finals.
They didn't match up. They
I
didn't
told
match
you
up.
I like this guy. That's right. They
You gotta
ain't
get
match up.
there.
He's a true tap dancer.
Yo, hold on. You gotta have some New York blood in you, because your ass betting game is bananas.
Hold on,
I
how
was
they
gonna
didn't
bet
match
some money and
up?
not pay you. This guy's I can't even say that word on the internet. You say Lamar,
They didn't match up because they ain't make the conference play.
because they got smoked.
But the bet was predicated on them meeting in the conference finals.
It wasn't, but we'll
Okay.
go back to it. I'm gonna definitely rewind now.
If I'm wrong, if we go back and listen to it, if I'm wrong, I'll pay up. I ain't
Yeah,
tripping.
because you're gonna be paying $199 like Gilbert Arenas in a second too. Like, what you talking about? This guy's crazy, Flea. But what do you think about the playoffs so far? Now that it's OKC's, Minnesota, it's the Knicks, it's the Pacers. What you think about this?
This probably one of the best playoffs I've seen, like probably in the last 10 years. Even from, I think the most entertaining series, at least to me personally, was the Knicks Pistons. I never thought I would be sitting down watching the Pistons Knicks series and actually locked in and entertained. And then obviously I'm for whatever reason I got grudge against the Knicks, so I'm wanting the Pistons to win. But this dude Brunson, every time it's the last 3 minutes of the game, he looking like Captain America. And I'm like, where's? And so then he proceeded to do the same thing to the Celtics. No matter even if Tatum get hurt or not, they was on their way to wiping them down anyway. And it's just like, and I even said to myself in that Celtics series, I said, is Brunson better than Tatum and Brown? Is he the best player in this series? And so it's creating a whole bunch of intriguing questions. Obviously OKC, new blood coming to the top. Ant-Man is coming, and they looking like they're gonna be a problem. And it's just, it's entertaining. And then the Pacers, this Nick Pacer, this should be scary for y'all. This Nick Pacer, the scariest team for the Knicks, and the scariest team for the Knicks is the Pacers, because the Pacers are like the Pistons on steroids. That's what they kind of remind me of. And I'm saying, I know y'all beat the Celtics, but I've been watching this Pacer team play, and I have my doubts. It's not going to be as easy as it might look on paper. it's not going to be as easy. I would worry about the Pacers.
Well, hold on, just real quick. That was a great assessment. I agree. I don't think real basketball Knicks fans is thinking this is going to be a walk in the park. I agree. I think this is going 7 games. And I do think Indiana is a good team. I just think that we're a better team, and I just think we got the best player between both teams. But I agree with you. This is definitely not a cakewalk. This ain't no 4-5 games. This is going, I think, 6-7 games, depending on what happens the first 2 games at home. But I totally agree with you. But I think the parity with Brunson versus Halliburton, you got the smoke with Indiana. Remember, Patrick Ewing missing the layup. Let's not forget Rick Carlisle used to coach for the Pacers. He was a boss himself. So it's so much there. And then you got Ant-Man against SGA. So you totally correct. I think these playoffs for the NBA, fan-wise, money-wise, it couldn't have gotten any better.
Yeah. And I like that the media is celebrating the fans, right? So if you look at how the media is celebrating the Knicks fans, right, it's showing the fandom behind each team. And if you look at the Pacers, even though Halliburton's dad got kicked out of games, it's the extreme fandom attached with each base. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the OKC game, they kept talking about the OKC crowd. And so what you have to do is you got to bring the fandom back, the attachment to teams, not the attachment to players, right? And once you get that, this is why it's fun to watch. And then what I like the most, it is that it's proven that the physicality has always been there. It's the refs that dictate how physical you can be. Because when these refs are allowing these guys to be physical, they say, oh, you're going to let me be physical? We going to take it. And they allowing these guys to be physical, not calling, like even with the Josh Hart, I believe it was a foul against the Pistons, but biting your whistle, allowing the players to dictate the outcomes and not blowing your whistle every time you see something. At the end of the day, you got to give the NBA a little bit of credit as well, saying, look, we got to showcase that these guys are not as soft as people claim. They can play physical, and they will play physical if we let them. And, you got to just shake their hand, man.
Great
Lee,
point.
what you thinking about that? Because now they talking Indiana. You cannot overlook them. We didn't really get into a full Pacers series breakdown or preview yet, but Lamar's over here saying don't sleep on the Pacers. AllBall got Knicks in 7.
I think from a matchup standpoint, from a standpoint of how great we're gonna have to defend, I think this might be our toughest matchup out of the playoffs, right? I mean, Detroit was super physical. They was young, so they was gonna make a lot of mistakes, and they did down the stretch of a lot of different games. And the experience from us, and that's just being there before, kind of took us over that series, right? I think obviously this past series we played out of our minds to finish those first 2 games, and then it was really a series the next few games. Obviously Tatum goes down, but I thought we played great the last game 4 and 6. But this team right here, I think, just presents a lot of different issues for us that we're going to have to address, right? I remember going back into the beginning of the season where we played Indiana, and Bridges was able to hold Halliburton at 0-8 shooting, right? He did a hell of a job on him, right? Are we going to rely on that matchup going forward? Because Halliburton is a motherfucker right now, y'all. We talking about Indiana's probably had the best record since the start of January. If we just talking about record-wise, they either 1, 2, or 3 in terms of wins and losses. So they've been great over the last half of the season. So we can't just walk in here and act like, it's going to be a cakewalk, and we peaking at the right time, but that team is peaking at the right time too. They got guys out there to just play. Nemhard, the dude with the porn star mustache, he comes in and his shots like, Ben Mathurin is playing out of his mind.
Right. They got a whole bunch. They got a whole bunch of niggas with Jeremy. What was the porn star? What was the fat dude? My man Jeremy.
Ron
Jeremy.
They got a whole bunch of niggas with Ron Jeremy mustaches.
Right. And now they're coming off the bench with Obi Toppin, right? Obi, I think, is playing some of the best basketball I've seen him play. Right, he knows what his role is right now. They well coached. We gotta bring it, and I think we gotta bring it on the defensive end. We gotta bring it.
Is Lamar still in there?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Let me ask you a question, and I will love for you to respond, and the brothers can respond after if they feel like it. Obi Toppin used to be a Knick now with the Pacers. You think that plays a part in him explaining to the team and the coach, you know, the type of play that Tibbs likes to, you know, his coaching style? You think that's going to play a part as well?
Nah, I don't think that at this stage. I don't think the pacer Carlisle need no help. He know what he doing. He showed that, and if you don't know Tibbs' style by now, you don't need to be coaching. You know, his style is very and the Knicks are gonna sit on you and allow you to make mistakes. The Knicks are not going. They're gonna play mistake-free basketball, and really they have a formula. You better not allow this game to be within 3 points in the last couple of minutes, because if it's close, you might as well just go ahead and put all your bets on the Knicks, because this is a dude Brunson shooting like 100% from the field in the last 3 minutes. I don't think he missed. I don't figure. And when he do miss late game, I'd be surprised. That's how good he is in the clutch. So I think the Knicks got the advantage because they got the best closer in basketball, at least I've seen right now, at least the best closer in the playoffs.
Hold on, state it. Hold on. Because, you know, you have a great platform. We appreciate you coming up here showing love, man. We really rock with you. And we know, you know, you connected to a lot of people. What is the talk about Brunson? Are people really surprised at how good he is? Because I hear how you're talking about him. What's the word about Brunson from everybody else and all the big dogs that you connected with?
Well, from the players, like from the players and the players, they not surprised. It's a lot of people in the NBA. They felt like Brunson been like this.
Wow.
But from my perspective, obviously from the fan perspective, I had always had doubts. You talking about a small guard. It's rare that you see a small guard lead the team to the promised land since Isaiah Thomas did it, right? Or even Steph Curry. And it's just like now I had questions about what they were building when they got a whole bunch of fringe 2 and 3 guys and put them all together. But now I see what they're doing. And now with this depth, the defense, they got OG playing like Klay Thompson some nights. I don't know what they doing to OG. And it's just like, but I think it all stems from the fans getting behind the team, the energy. I mean, it's crazy what the Knicks are doing, but they got guys playing crazy basketball. Josh Hart. I mean, you got a guy, a shooting guard out there that can go and get you 10, 11 rebounds. I'm talking about you can lock it in the books almost with this dude. Like when this happened, like, so they got a unique team. It's fun to watch. And you know, I'm definitely gonna be watching. I'm not a fan of the Pacers, but even though I'm from Indiana, which is crazy, but I'm gonna be. That's gonna probably be more entertaining than the OKC Minnesota series. The Knicks series gonna be the most entertaining by far. Yes, OKC's boring as hell to watch. Yes. They are boring.
Yes,
they're boring.
It's a tough watch. It's a tough watch.
But Minnesota plays them tough. They got a classic game this year when Ant-Man was locking down SGA on the last 2 possessions.
Ant-Man had a closing block in that game.
Minnesota is bro, they play some of the most boneheaded basketball I've seen. Yes. I'm talking about, man, they could look good, but you know, and there's been a couple teams this playoff, man, that surprised me. I called the Boston Celtics, I called them the Chino Hills of the NBA. With the, you know, they just out here playing like Lonzo Ball and them in high school. They wasn't really trying to do nothing. So, but you know, I like what I'm seeing though. It's good basketball.
I think this Pacers thing is just gonna be scary because Halliburton is somebody from rookie season. I said, I don't know why he went 10. This is crazy to me. He just tries to make everybody better on every single possession. Yes, he's light in the ass. Yes, you could get him out of the paint. Yes, you could body him and all that. But I just see him always getting the ball ahead. I never liked De'Aaron Fox over him as far as, you know, building a team around him, because these guys are trying to make you better. They don't have a lot of those in the league, really. And the fact that, to me, he surpassed De'Aaron Fox, John Morant, and these dudes. He's in the conversation with Brunson and Cade Cunningham and everybody. Like, he's not really supposed to be that. So he was hurt. He tore his groin damn near off his bone or whatever it was a year and a half ago in November. He was an MVP candidate. Everybody forgets this. When he first got to the Pacers, he was amazing. They have a great system around them. This is Rick Carlisle's 4th or 5th iteration of a different team, getting to the conference finals again. Everybody forgets he should have been in another conference finals when Larry Brown stole his job. And the other one was a couple years back, if I'm not mistaken. I'm forgetting the other one. Oh, when Jason Kidd replaced him. He quit on Luka Doncic. He could have easily been in the conference finals again. This could have been Rick Carlisle's 7th conference finals. So yeah, Pacers are scary, man. I'm not looking down on them.
The problem with the Pacers to me is that you can bank on Halliburton to have, if not one, at least 2 of them duds where he dropped 2-3 points in a dud. And the problem with Jalen Brunson is he might be quiet for 3 quarters, but he gonna do like they got the best player in the series, which is Jalen Brunson.
But
so
Lamont,
that's the advantage they got.
That's where you hit it on the nose. That's the part that all of us we can attest to. Yo, before this season, we were worried about Brunson in crunch time. Everybody was kind of overrating him in crunch time, but we knew like, nah. But this season, this is a different level. He's playing way better. He's not dribbling into double teams. He's not putting himself in trouble in crunch time. That's what it is. He's putting you in trouble in crunch time, and it's amazing, Flea.
This Pacers team puts up points, man. They put the ball in the bucket, right? I think they scored 168 points this year in one of these games. So these niggas, they score the basketball. So all I'm saying, and they don't change the way they play. The same way they was playing in the regular season is the same way they playing in the playoffs. Obviously, you need the possessions drop, but they still like to get up and down. They still like to create pace, right? So now, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna be able to play defense against somebody like that that's looking to push the basketball every time they touch it? That's big for us. Yeah. A lot of these other teams, they trying to get into half-court sets. They trying to get guys going and shit like that. These guys are trying to get the quickest bucket and get right back to it. So I think that's going to be major for us. I'm waiting to see.
Also, fellas, AllBall, the way the Pacers pass the ball, this is kind of like hot potato. They're not playing around, AllBall.
This series, and I hate Indiana as far as the Pacers. Like I said, it goes back to Reggie Miller, the choke job, with him and Spike Lee going at it. I think this series is going to be the best series. I agree with Lamar. This is going to be very exciting. But we have to be careful. The style of play that they play, running up and down, and they have a whole bunch of players that gets on your nerves. Guys that's just not going to stop. They're going to continue to keep coming and coming, pause, and they can knock down shots. They have guys that knock down tough shots. And to me, that's what the Indiana Pacers are. They are a team that they just don't stop. It's like fighting somebody and you're tired. You may be winning a fight, but they don't want to quit. To me, so for us, I agree we have the best player in the series, but this is definitely not going to be no walk in the park. And this will be, like Lamar said, in which all of us are kind of agreeing, this is going to be the toughest matchup for us.
Who got home court? Who got home court?
We do.
See, to me, that's scary. That's the scary part, because the Pacers thrive off of confidence. And they only objective is to go into Madison Square Garden. I feel like if you let them get one in Madison Square Garden, you fighting a downhill battle against. They fight well when they ahead. They not a team that can fight if they down 2-0. They not. I don't think they stand a chance. But if they get ahead and you give them confidence, man, oh man, I think it's rough.
I totally agree. I think we have to win, and everybody know me. I'm a panicker. I panics. I think we have to win the first 2 games at home, because I totally agree. We don't play great at home. We play better on the road. But like he said, Indiana is a team that if we're not careful, they can sneak one and win at home. I think we have to go up 2-0 for us to solidify this thing. We cannot play no games. We have to take care of home base.
Hey, I wish this was the old format. Remember the one thing I don't like the 90s much. I did like that nasty 2-3-2 format. If they brought that back, that would be nasty.
I think if you're playing if it's the conference finals and you're this close in seeding 3-4, 1-2, and you're in the finals, I think it should go to what you're saying, because it gives them time to stay in the city, get their rest. You saw Aaron Gordon complain about rest, and I know everybody's saying, he's bugging out for all that, but like I tweeted before, Bill Walton was complaining about the schedule, bro. Like, they've been complaining about the NBA schedule. So that format, it might be beneficial, Flea.
Real quick, if I'm not mistaken, if you could pull it up too, Fabian. we won the first 2 games in Madison Square Garden last year and went up 2-0
Yeah.
on the road,
Right.
and they won two straight in Indiana. So I totally agree with you guys. Yeah, let's jump on these cats early, but we have to play consistent basketball throughout this series. Yeah, we may give up a game or two, but we got to play consistent, because you know what I'm saying? Like, I hear what Lamont is saying. If we give them any confidence, they could really walk us down. We gotta, like, every game is crucial.
Fellas, let's be for real. Lamar made a great point. All of y'all with the confidence. Indiana think they're better than us. Don't get it misconstrued. They think they're a better basketball team than us. So we have to be careful. That's why I say I think it's very important we win these 2 games at home, because now we'll be able to sneak one in Indiana. But if we go back 1-1, I think that's going to be a problem. We have to take care of home base.
But here's why I disagree with y'all. Because the X factor has to be the Mad Lion, no impasta. Remember, he was pushing around the Detroit Pistons. That last game against the Celtics, it was him that showed up early. They had a players only meeting after they got blown out in Boston. That guy, you know how much I criticized him. But when he does well, I give him his props, man. Same thing with Tibbs. If Cat shows up, it's a wrap. They don't have a Karl Anthony Towns. They don't have somebody else to go for 30, 40 at any given time in the series. They don't have that. Like Lamar just said, 2 points from Halliburton, that's going to be discussed. I don't care what Nimhard does.
It happens. It happens.
Yes.
It happens a lot too.
It does.
And it seems to happen every time I pick him on my FanDuel lineup too, man. Every time that's when it happens. That's the game I can almost guarantee you he's gonna step, man.
But I think
we'll pick him a couple times this series, bro.
Please. Cat's 30 is different than Nemhard's 30. Cat's 30, he should be getting you in foul trouble, especially the way he played the Celtics. Because now all I ever talked about Lamar was, yo, go talk to the ref like that. Aggressive, assertive. That's a foul. Call that. Tell him what to do. Your game should be telling people how to play defense. No, you got to play me like this. Yo, ref, you got to ref me like this. He's not commanding enough. In that last game, he showed that. I've never had the confidence in Cat until this playoffs. Even when he went for the MVP caliber type of thing and running in December. Nah, let me see that one in the playoffs, like Flea always says. Do that again. So the Pacers don't have that, man. They ain't got no Cat.
Yeah, but the the one thing I noticed about younger teams is all that hype me up, rah, they kind of laugh at it. Like when you like that hype me up, yelling, do it all you want. Like it don't really spark it don't do nothing for the other team, because they kind of look at it like, okay, well, just make sure you don't lose one of these 2 first games in New York. Like, do all you want, get hyped up, because Karl Anthony Towns already got a perception running around with the memes and his voice. It's just hard for him. Like, it's gonna be hard for him to convince these young guys that he tough and can push them around. Like, he might be able to knock some threes down. I think the 2 players that is gonna win or lose this for the Knicks is OG and Mikal Bridges. They've been making some big threes. And the problem is, just like Halliburton's due for some duds, OG and Mikal Bridges also are due for some duds. And will their duds come this series? And when the Pacers try to speed them up, having them taking shots they don't normally take, pushing pace and all that craziness. So, we'll see.
I like that. I like what Flea said though too earlier in the season. Mikal Bridges was locking Halliburton's ass up. Fellas, it's getting late. Some people need some rest. Lamar, you were out behind us.
Yo, Lamar, appreciate you, big dog.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll be checking y'all out a little bit more, man. Especially, now that y'all Knicks can stuck around longer in the playoffs than I.
You ain't got no choice.
Hey, yo, hold on before he runs. Y'all hear the pain in people's voices? They didn't expect the Knicks. They didn't expect us to be here.
Bro, I'm in the garage working out, cheering for the Pistons. Hard as hell, man. I'm sitting there. Hey, Cunningham missing free throw jumpers. I'm mad. It is what it is, man. It is. I'm gonna catch y'all later, though, man. Good show.
All right, thank you, man. Once again, have a great night.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Fellas, yo, oh boy, you want to get to that last topic? Oh,
man, we can save that for another day, man. It's late, man. Lamar came through, showed some love, and I think that was great basketball talk. I think the other topics we could save for another day. That was great. I love that, man.
For sure.
Flea,
My
how will you
brothers.
leave the people? Are we gonna get into a full preview tomorrow on the Indiana Pacers?
If not tomorrow, Tuesday, we're gonna let y'all know though.
Yeah,
It's gonna
I think it should be maybe Tuesday or even Wednesday before the game, maybe not tomorrow because the game is Wednesday. Yeah,
What
so I
time is
think
that
either
game too?
Should be
8 o'clock Wednesday.
Okay, so I know we usually see y'all after the game. We might see y'all before game one this time. Who knows? Might see y'all both. Who knows, man? We hard working over here.
All ball suckers.
Conference finals, bitches.
Yo, I hear a lot of he and too from other people and other platforms. They shall remember, what they say when they copy. That's a form of flattery.
Yeah, flattery is the best form, or is the best compliment, or something like that. I don't know.
Are we live?
The biggest, the fucking biggest, y'all.
And before we go, we always got to show love. Big shout out to the chat. I'm gonna say it again. Big shout out to FYFSports, Lamont for showing up, showing love. Subscribe to that platform, great platform. Big shout out to everybody, but big shout out to Sugarman for shouting Gilbert Arenas out. And if that is the real Gilbert Arenas, big shout out to you. You welcome here anytime. That 199. Hey man, thank you.
Thank you. 99.
Thank you, little baller for imitation.
The best form of flattery, yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fellas, Wednesday. The game is on. Knicks Rehab will be back on. We're going to do a Knicks preview. We're going to do some more reactions because we got to get to it. We love y'all because y'all love us, and we love it all. Kidding me? Oh, ball suckers. Oh, yeah. Listen, click the link in the chat. Sorry. Apologize. I should have mentioned it earlier. Jesus Christ. Support AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not.
Nah. Yes.
Check y'all later. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.